where the two paths cross. Now here, as you look into the distance, you'll see the path on the right towards us is exactly the same width as the path in the distant ground. There was a water trap around on the bottom picture in that green section on the right. Water used to collect there, so Cowmans actually built up the land and did a little bit of landscaping so that the water wouldn't collect there. We won't know whether that's worked or not until December, probably, when the water starts coming in. And yes, there is quite a lot of soil that you've seen there, because when they excavated this away, they took away a lot of the stuff that was excavated, and then what they had to do is to stop the path from doing this and making it do this, they had to bank up a lot of soil. And they chose to do a lot of that themselves. They could have left it where it just had a sheer drop away. And already some of that soil is being populated with grass seed and natural growth coming back through. So the topsoil is covered. Where there was damage on the path, you can see that it's been repaired. And then all the way through to, so this is the part where Martin said up near Church Street, the path when we worked it, the person I was with, we actually cleared where it's damp, where you can see the damp patch on the right edge. We actually cleared the soil, which has fallen down because it is loose soil, so we can actually check every single path edge. I've walked this path so many times, it's incredible. What we then did, we went looking for damaged slab. I found 2 damaged path edgings. Now, I'm not going to stop a £65,000 invoice for 2 chips like that on a path, especially since the path has been put in. Our own contractor has driven over it a number of times. They've been challenged about doing that now, I've asked them not to do it. Another thing we didn't ask for, but the contractors did, is where the bins were exposed, as you can see on the picture on the far left as we look at this, they've now encompassed it into tarmac with path edgings. They actually did additional work, and we didn't specifically ask them to do that. The excavation work, when you actually look at it, there's been people that have said that they haven't gone down to the required spec. Well, when you look at the archaeological report has stated that they've dug out widths of 1.3 to 1.45 metres and have gone down to depths of 0.2 and 0.3 metre, which is what they said they were going to do. Questions and proposal to pay. Right, procurement policy, directives and regulations, published on the 1st of October 2015, which is what Martin is referring to. Parish council contract, the new £25,000 contract rule. If you are a local authority and your proposed contract is worth more than £25,000, you have to tender it on the government's website. Yeah? That's, I think, what Martin is referring to.
That's what I'm referring to.
No, that's fine, that's okay, I'm finished. It does say there in the bottom paragraph, after you have awarded the contract, whether or not you advertise on contracts finder at the invitation to tender stage, you must publish on the UK Government's Contract Finder's website the name. We could still do this after the event, so we haven't, as far as I've seen so far, broken any laws, so I did a bit more digging. Last updated, the 26th of March 2018, procurement policy, new thresholds. The new thresholds are, it's covered supplies and services, subsidies, services and contracts, light touch rigid. Basically, it was £25,000 in 2015. Because we haven't bought toilet rolls, where the threshold is around about £65,000, we could actually spend, on a contract before going to the EU, according to the 2018 government website, around about, I think it's supplies, services, works service there, which is, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, £820,000. If I brought that down here, the procurement policy thresholds in 2017, central government works start at 4 million, which is €5 million. Other contracting authorities 4 million. Small lots, even if we're a small lot, this is a works contract. In 2017, it was £785,530. Small lots, where it says supply services design contract, I take that as being much smaller issues. This was a works contract, I believe. So to me, I'm not sure. However, Martin is correct, we have broken a rule. Thanks to this council, at the last meeting, we've broken a European rule. Yeah. Every public contract with a local council awards must contain the following suitable provisions. Then it goes on to say these are some different things. Public Contract Regulation 2015, Chapter 9, Section 113, payment of undisputed invoices within 30 days by contracting authorities, contractors and subcontractors. If this invoice is 30 days old, we without a due reason. So you had to look at the rules.
Undisputed invoice, well it was disputed at that meeting.
Yeah, but it wasn't disputed fairly because that fact, if Cowlands, and they're not going to, I think, if Cowlands chose to take us to the European Court of Legislation, or wherever, down the road maybe, they could turn around and say they had no reason, we did the work to the standard, we did it to a higher spec than they asked, they never challenged us at any point during the works that we were doing it, and then, so what was the dispute? The dispute is that the councillors around here had been told that we agreed to the European regulations because of the £25,000 regulation of 2015, which is out of date by 3 years. So before any councillors in future make any claims that this council has broken the law, I would suggest that you read upon it first. Because
No, I think that's unfair, Chairman. Can I just, I'm going to say one thing.
Shoot.
You're different about it now, but one of the issues is we're not
Well, you
qualified.
that's what you pay, that's why.
We're not qualified to be legally thing. So we know things like at the time that is what we bought because that's what we were told by the previous clerk, and it's in our financial regulations.
Okay.
So you remember those things. So when a councillor brings up an issue in a meeting, instead of the chairman attacking that member by saying retract it, the office should go and look and bring the relevant information back to council.
I haven't attacked you.
You haven't.
Oh.
Well, we won't make it personal, but it has happened in the past. So when a councillor brings up something, you are going to make mistakes because it's a minefield of law where it changes. That's only changed in January again. You only know because you've done some research or someone's done it for you. That's
I did it
fine.
myself.
Yeah, that's brilliant. But we don't all have the time to do that.
I don't
And
have
when we
time.
raise
I
these
did it because
things,
your
I
email
appreciate it that we don't get minutes saying that, you know, a councillor
Right.
should retract that
Okay.
things aren't done properly. And also, if you're going to do a presentation, you need to show the full thing. When the original quotes came from Martin Coleman, you hadn't put that when it was. There were 2 times that came to council.
And we changed the spec. We went from timber edgings to concrete edgings. If you want me to dig it all up, I will.
No, but I'm just saying that it would be more helpful if it wasn't always feeling like it's an attack.
Can I,
Right, Paul's
Can
lead to
I
that. Has
just-
anybody got any comments or
yes, can I just say thank you for the time and effort that this chairman has put into this due to one councillor who couldn't get it right. I am sorry, I think we pay this, otherwise we have to pay extra, and I sincerely hope this doesn't happen again and that the chairman of this council has to go to all this trouble, even though he works hard at his job. Okay, and I thank you, Chairman, for putting in the effort.
No,
It was only an hour on a Sunday morning.
I just
Daniel wants to say
object
something.
to what she's just said because
Daniel,
she's attacking
She
me.
is.
Daniel,
She's
thank you. Thank
She's
you.
attacking me when
That's
it's actually the
right.
fault of
I
the whole council
Daniel.
for not handling it
I
properly.
didn't say it
Daniel,
was
what
you.
No, all right.
I
I'm
didn't
just
say
saying.
it was you.
Use your words.
Right, thank you for what you've done. I don't think Martin's done the wrong thing. Sorry, Councillor Brooks has done the wrong thing.
He's doing it the wrong
He
way.
he's done it the wrong way. I didn't know.
Yeah.
He didn't know completely, but he had the wherewithal to think, okay, there might be a problem there. He looked into it. Obviously, ignorance of the law is no excuse, so we can't use that. But I am grateful that he did actually take the time to do it. It might have not gone according to plan, but he did actually look into it. He took it upon himself to try.
Yeah.
And we should all be so lucky in that respect.
Well, we need to look at the
Right.
financial regulations
Right.
as
That's
well.
what Anne has to say.
Well, because my name was underlined in red on your thing, which I don't mind, but can I just say that I proposed that we didn't pay it at the time because, sir,
Yeah, I'm listening.
because it was brought to our attention at that meeting about all the faults. Now, I hadn't looked at this at all, but I thought if it's not being done to the proper specification, which it obviously has now, but that wasn't available at the last meeting, I proposed that we didn't pay till it was looked into.
Right, well, we've done that then.
Look, I was underlined in red.
And look, we even got the new green signs up on the right as well. Yeah, shoot.
Just to, I think I need to take a bit of
That's a spelling thing.
bit of responsibility for this because it did take place at the meeting I chaired, and minutes 16618, which is what this item was about, we did actually authorise part payment of the invoice, and keeping some of it back until it had been inspected, and then once it had been inspected, we'd authorise it to be paid. So I am surprised we're here tonight dealing with this, because when I read that minute, we'd agreed to pay it. We were a little bit, Martin raised some queries, which, and my fault as well, because I hadn't been down and looked at the path, otherwise I could have probably dealt with it there and then on the night. But I thought we'd already agreed that we'd make a part payment of 45,000 when it was
Right.
oh, that's where that fell.
Yeah, it did fell, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So I think you know, we did agree that it was my fault for not going.
No. Well, in actual fact, I mean, everybody seems that everyone has done everything to the best intentions. The only thing is, I'm saying is, in future, there's lessons to learn. Maybe in future if we're not sure. In actual fact, I'm not asking Martin or you or me or anybody to go off and look at this. Maybe rather than go and make these claims, and actually, unfortunately, they've also been put in the public media. And on the public media, it says that it also said in the public media that I know Cowmans. I don't know Cowmans. First time I know Cowmans is when they came and quoted it. I was only passed the people by RCC. I went under the request of this council. I went to the council, county council, said, who are the contractors? But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a proposal to pay.
I was to propose it then now.
I'll propose it. Seconded by Zoe. All those in favour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All those against? No against. Do you want that minute?
It's not funny, Joyce. We need to learn to tender properly for
We
things.
did do.
We didn't, because we didn't even advertise it properly.
Wasted a lot of
I
money.
think it's all of them.
That's where I'm looking.
Right,
we put it on
Right,
our website. We
next
don't
one.
put it in the
Yes,
property.
come on.
If we put it on that government
The-
Can we
website, we
do
would
the
have...
Item.
12?
This is the Neighbourhood Plan Steering Group are seeking approval for the following expenditure: leaflets, which is it's explained, and reimbursement of expenses. So it's basically the council approved the expenditure of £345. Any comments or questions?
Yes, I have a
Martin.
question.
And
Well, when I attended one meeting, we were told that these consultants were going to be visiting. They were
They
also
do.
supposed to be bringing to additional expenditure from those consultants. So when I saw this, that's what I thought it was. I wasn't expecting it just to be for leaflets and travelling expenses. I mean, I have no objection to it, but I'm just still a bit confused, because even in the minutes you provided tonight, there's no mention about those consultants and the additional money they're supposed to be seeking from us. So it's frustrating.
well, I think some of this came out after the second meeting, possibly, but once again on there, these two guys actually went up to Lincoln to attend something specific to do with it. But the last two meetings that, who do I go with? Is it Paul, isn't it?
Paul.
The last two meetings that Paul and I have been to, the guy from Lincoln has actually been at the meetings as well.
Yeah, but that's what the minutes said on that meeting, that they were coming, and that's what I find extraordinary.
But this
There's
was-
no minutes saying that they're going to go and visit these people.
Well, this was to help with some training and understanding of neighbourhood plan stuff. So that's anyway. Anne,
Right, I know that I was very, not very long, I should say, on that group, but I've always considered myself to be slightly above average in intelligence, but I really can't see what they're achieving, and I'm sorry, I have tried very hard.
we're not here to discuss what they're achieving.
No.
We're here to authorise
Right, well,
expenditure.
first of all, did they take 2 cars to Lincoln? Because I can't believe that it was so many miles to Lincoln.
Sorry.
I
I know
Did come
that.
back. I've seen them.
Alison Googles it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's yeah.
It's that far to Lincoln.
Yeah.
I propose we approve it.
Okay.
Yes, I
All right,
second it.
proposed by Peter that it's approved, seconded by Councillor Lucas. All those in favour? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All those against? 2. So that's approved. And then the last thing then is oh no, it's not, beg your pardon. Neighbourhood Planning Steering Group terms of reference. They made a slight change. Anybody got any, I think what it is it because of Barleythorpe, they wanted to include Barleythorpe in the
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask
yeah, go on. And Martin.
Yeah, I don't have any objections, but I am concerned by the changing of bringing back older members, and the alarm bells ring by the some of these ladies want to come back, but I was concerned, I was pointed out to me the wording could imply that, and it's only what someone else is thinking, that somebody else could be coming back, which we said couldn't, so that was all. But the other thing is, when I was actually on that first meeting, and now we've got new people on there, I hope, one of the first questions I asked Chris, the chairman, was, do you actually follow these rules? And he actually said no. Because there's many times they appointed, Chris, because there's many times they appointed people to the group without even consulting with one councillor.
They're doing that now.
We hope that they're going to follow the rules if we approve a new set of stuff.
That'd be my shredders. Anne?
So Martin finished, right?
Yeah.
When I attended the meeting, and that was obviously some time ago, several of the people in that group were from Bogleythorpe anyway, so I don't understand why suddenly they want to change it, because Bogleythorpe...
It didn't have the word Barleythorpe in there, it was an oversight, that's all it was. And also, I believe that Barleythorpe Parish Council probably wasn't in existence when this
Well, it was.
Yeah, David.
Yeah, just a quick one, because we've just authorised a payment, and now we're inviting another parish council to have 2 members on it. Will they be contributing to the expenditure of this road?
Barleythorpe, a good point, I'll take that up to them.
I have raised that.